Well, I think there's a number of things coming. Some things that we're seeing the start of now that are going to be affected or assisted by technology. If you look at, for example, the hybrid workforce arrangements that we're seeing now, technology is going to play a big part in making sure that those people who are working remote feel included and feel like they're operating at the same level, getting the same amount of attention from their manager. And yesterday here at the conference, I presented on the metaverse. And while the metaverse has massive implications for customers and vendors and suppliers and partners in the B2B world, it's also going to have huge implications for internal communications as a means of bringing employees together in the same room, not just on the same screen, but literally in the same room, and not just to be able to work together and see each other, but to work with objects. The role we're going to have, among other things, is educating the population about how to develop prototypes that you can use in this virtual world that we're going to be existing in. So that's just a couple of things that technology is going to do. Well, I mean, AI is going to do a number of things that are going to make our lives easier, basically. I know the folks at IBM prefer to call it augmented intelligence as opposed to artificial intelligence, and I like that because that's what it's going to do. It will be able to enhance our photos. It will be able to write articles for us. I mean, if you're in an operation where you have to write a lot of articles that are just based on some core facts, and these articles are maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs long, once the AI has trained itself by reading a lot of articles like that, all you'll have to do is input the main data and it will produce these articles. There are tools like this already out there. Now, they're not perfect yet. They still require your intervention after they have produced copy to edit it and smooth it out, but it's still a tremendous time saver. They're using this externally for everything from financial press releases to stories about college baseball games. Well, yes and no. I think we're going to see a lot of new technologies, and we're going to see the advances of technologies and new applications for these technologies. I think the introductions of things like new social networks has already slowed. I mean, TikTok is the last big one to have been introduced. We haven't seen anything really grab the imagination of a demographic since then. There's one now called Be Real that a lot of the younger folks are talking about, but I don't see a lot of room for it to expand and grow based on what it does. So the actual ability to create content and share it and build a following, and for organizations to be able to use this to attract influencers, for example, we're going to be pretty well locked into the tools that we have for a while. You never know, something might emerge, but I remember coming to this conference and asking who had heard of TikTok, and not one person in the audience raised their hand. But that was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and we haven't seen anything new since then.